It's the Eurovoix podcast here at the London Eurovision Party, and while there's a lot of 2024 acts, there's also one of 2023's best acts. I would say that, I would definitely say that. It's Gustaph, the Because of You man from Belgium. How are you? How's it feel to be back?
It feels great. Yeah, there's nothing like a Eurovision crowd, and I'm very excited to perform for one tonight.
Yeah, you've been sort of in and around Eurovision since the contest. You were performing with Joker Out the other week as an opening act. How has it been maintaining all those friendships from last year, and do you still talk to a lot of the acts from 2023?
Well, a couple of them, yes. I mean, Joker Out obviously is the one, and Mimi Cat I talk to, Lazara I talk to. So there's also people I still talk to. And I think once you've been in that bubble with a whole crowd of people together, you become like a bit of a classroom. I think it's quite normal.
Yeah, there's a bond that always develops between that.
Yes.
Looking ahead to this year for Belgium, I am willing to be completely public and say that Musti's song is my favourite of the entire year.
Good.
I think it's phenomenal.
I do too.
And I was going to ask, how do you feel about the song, and what do you feel about Belgium's chances this year?
I think Belgium has a really good chance this year to do very well. Of course, I'm nationalistic. Of course, I'm Belgian, but also I developed a friendship with Musti because we were together in Drag Race Belgium last year, and we hang out. I send him texts. I always ask him how he's doing. But apart from all that, I want to say that even if I wouldn't have known that, it's an amazing song with a great performer. And every time I see him perform at these Eurovision pre-parties, he's such a charismatic performer. And I also think this year it's always different each year. And I feel this year is a lot of energetic, full-on songs, whereas his song is a bit more subdued and has a bit of more time to build up. And I think that will stand out.
I agree. You know, we've been having this conversation on our show for 2 months, saying in a year of like these big, high-energy songs, it might be one that's a bit quieter and takes more time that really captures the crowd. And then, last thing for you, Gustaph, as someone who has done this contest before, who has done very well out of this contest as well, what's the one bit of advice you'd give all of our new Eurovision acts to do while they're doing this contest?
Focus on the work. The work is why you're here, and if you're authentic in your work, it will translate for an audience. An audience is not stupid. They feel these things and they understand things. Even if it's not their language, they will understand it. And I mean that in a sense that don't get too distracted by the noise and by, there's lots of blogs and there's bookmakers and there's lists and all that kind of stuff. That is not what you should be focused on. You should be focused on the work. And you have to, of course, it's there and you have to give it some space, but don't let it take over your work. Because I think if you do that, you will stop enjoying it. And that's the most important thing, enjoying it.
Wonderfully said, wonderful piece of advice. Well, that is Gustaph on the Eurovoix podcast. Genuine Eurovision legend already.